Hello and welcome back to Age of Engineering. My name's CJ. Right, in the last episode then we just got started with the applied energistics storage. I have managed to make a few of the 64k storages, but they're rather expensive, and I've been working on something else which has been using a lot of the parts that I used for that. Now I did those just after the last episode, but well, most of today has been spent gathering resources and manually crafting all of these things, but I want to get these automated so I no longer have to worry about them. Right, and also what I want to get started is I want to be able to automate some other crafting recipes as well. For instance, these things here, because it is a rather lengthy thing to do. Now I've crafted up 5 of these inscribers. So we've made one of these before. You've seen them made the thermal binder, the stable stone and the atomic modules. I've actually been getting those out of the analysed circuits from calculator, so that's helped out a lot. ME interfaces, I showed you how we made those last time. I've had to make one of these storage devices though, which took one of these crafting units, which is all of these, all of this and all of this. And then as you saw then, to get the 1k crafting, it took one of the 1k ME storage components, so I had to use one of those as well. Storage buzzes you saw me create, I've made some of these export buzzes which are quite simple. Just take some of these formation cores, but again take a lot of these logic processors, so it has been taking up a lot of my time, and I've had to craft up some of these capacity cards. Now the capacity cards themselves are made with pure citrus quartz, or pure or charged in a basic card, and the basic card is simply made with those there. You get 2, so I've only had to craft one of those to get 2 of those, and we only needed 2 for what we're going to be doing today. Right, so let's grab everything out of here. I'm going to put this there because we're probably going to need that at some point. In fact, I do need it for what we're going to be doing today, so we will be using that. These blank patterns as well. No, I'll try and show you. They are simply made like that with the quartz glass, glowstone, citrus crystals and iron ingots. And I've just made a handful of them, so I made 14, and I've also made this here, the pattern terminal. Now the pattern terminal itself is crafted like so you take an ME crafting terminal and use one of those engineering processors, and obviously we went through the crafting terminal in the previous episode. Right, so what we're first going to set up today then, we're going to need these. We're only going to need 3, so let's just keep those 3 there for now. We're also going to need ME cable. Hope I've got enough. This is probably where I'm going to have to craft up some more. Let's type it up in here. We've got 66, yeah, so I should be alright for that. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that. Now down here as well, I've also had to craft up a few more of these controllers, because what I've done is I've now attached all of those to this, but I did need to create a few more so we could attach a few more ports. I think for each port you can only get 8 individual processes to run, or storage or whatever to attach to it, so I had to craft up a few so we could get a few more attachment points. I've also run a ME cable underneath all of here, which then banks off and leads to that and that, so all of these storages are now all linked. Oh, bit of a lag there. Same with the circuit storage downstairs, that is also linked in as well, which I can show you in here. So if I was to go circuits, you can see all the circuits that we have are there, and you can see I've been crafting up an absolute ton of those. It's taken me quite some time, but they are only the base rate, they aren't the actual full processor, they're just the printed circuits. Alright, so let's head down here, and the first thing we're going to do then, we're going to take out this block, and this block. We may, we're going to take those out anyway, and this one here as well. There we go. And I think we're going to run the ME cable along here. We can cover all this up, so that's not a problem at all. Right, now I'm actually going to bury this in this wall, because it's going to go in right behind these here. Let me just fix that. We're probably going to take that out. And that. Let's place those back for now. Right, so let's take our interfaces. We're going to place one on top of there, one on top of there, and one on top of there. Hopefully these do feed straight in. I believe they do. We've already got a process that is running the final products into here, so we don't have to worry about running anything out. We don't have to worry about running items in. Now, I'm gonna need some space. Storage. I'm not gonna have any space at all. Granite. I don't quite want that granite. Thank you very much. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of these as well. Gone. Right, so let's take that out of there. We may as well take all of this out of here. We are going to need those other items. I'm going to need to grab myself a chest just to store what we don't need. In fact, we'll take these with us. Anything I can drop for? No, yeah, let's put those in there. I'll come get those in a second. We want these chests, and put those down here so we can sort some stuff out down here. Make sure we've got plenty of space in his inventory for what we're doing at the moment. So I'll place that there. Let's chuck all of this in here. We don't need any of this for now. We will need that. We will need those. We don't need that now. We don't need that at the moment. And we don't need those. Let's grab those other items. So we're going to need those, those, and those. Right, so the first one then, it takes these three. So we're going to need one of each of those. We're also going to need one of those, one of those, and one of those. And also, is it red or green? It's green. One of those, and one of those. Right, let's head back up and go make ourselves some patterns before we wire all this in. We may as well get the patterns sorted. I've just left the empty patterns down here. Good start, good start. Where are they? There they are, blank patterns. So let's head up to the pattern terminal. And we can throw these in here. Now, I believe we don't want it on crafting pattern. We want to click this and put it on processing pattern. And basically, you'll put in, wait there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to want 4 of those. Let me move all those across. We're going to need 2 diamond. And then I believe it's... I could have actually grabbed all these circuits from up here. It's a good job I just thought of that one. Right, so we're going to want one of those, one of those, and one of those. And this will craft us one of these. Now if we click that, there we go, we've got that one sorted. Right, the next one on the list then, let's remove that, that, and that, and that. And we're going to take 2 of those. You don't really have to put it in the pattern because the pattern's already stored downstairs. This will just take the amount of items needed, place it in down there. And for this one, I believe it's these. This one and this one. And I believe this creates... I'm going to have to go and check. middle one here. Oh, it creates the white ones, and then the final one is the yellow. The intricate circuit, I believe it may be called. Right, so if we come back across here then, it's going to make us the white one. And we click down on here, and there we go, we've got a second pattern. So if we remove all these out, let's chuck that away, we don't need that anymore. In all fairness, we don't need that either. And this is going to take 2 gold. One of those, one of those, and one of those, and craft. Actually, not that one. This one. There we go. Can we erase the pattern on that? Yes, we can. Are they just showing up as white? They are right. I don't know why it's showing up like that. So that one's one of the gold ingots, diamond. So that's the first one. That's the second one, and that's the third one. And mate, can you get lost, please? Do you know something? I could just set up a zombie spawner just so I could pleasurably watch them all die, because they are getting on my nerves. Right, now, if we come down here and head here, this was the one that takes the diamond, so we'll place that pattern in there. Oh, now they're showing the colours. White one in there and yellow one in there. Now we can connect all this up with cables. And as I said, we can cover all these cables up with cable facades, so that won't be an issue at all. And it's connected all the way over to here. Brilliant. Trying to think if there's anything else that we need. I think we do need to put down this. Let's connect that there for now. Now let's go have a look upstairs, see if we can start that crafting process. Oh, that's just you. Right, so let's clear that out. Circuits. Let me take that out. We can see there it says craft. We take that one out and those two out. Now if I click on here, craft, let's say 10. And click start. Do for the same for all of them. No crafting CPUs are available. What? Can it only do one at a time? Have I got to wait for it to finish those before I can do another crafting recipe? Probably is that way. It's still something I've got to look into. I've never really automated everything using applied energistics before, so it may be something I've got to have a nose into. I may need a few other things. Does that have a GUI? Oh yeah, it does. Ah, so we can see that it is crafting them. And this one. Ah yeah, so it has put enough items in to make all 10. I believe if we go upstairs now, that's just about to finish. We'll see that it should have crafted the 10 that we requested. And there we go, we can see there's 10 there. So let's give it a go with this one as well, to see if that was the issue. What are we missing? What about this one? 10 next. Ah, we're missing pure citrus quartz there. What was it we were missing off the other one then? Because I believe that shouldn't have had a problem at all. 10 next. You have all the items you require. Okay. Let me have a look down here at this. Ah, it hasn't got enough for the 10. I get you, I get you. So this can only handle one at a time. Well, I'm definitely going to have to change that then, because I'm going to want one that can process things a lot faster than that. So I'm guessing now if we were to go on to... Oh no, because it crafted the 10, so... Circuit 10, go, start. I'm pretty sure that when that was finished, what it should have done is then cleared that out automatically. Crafting 10, yeah. Right, anyway, moving on from there though, let's move on to the next plan for today. I'm going to connect another one of those on there as well, because I'm not too sure what was causing that issue. But we're going to have to take out some of this wall still. I believe that's all the space that we will need. I'm probably going to have to dig out a little space here just so I can get around the back or the side. Right now, this recipe, this way that I build this next item is from... I can't remember who it is, the YouTuber that I've watched for this automated system to automate the process of crafting up these processors. Let's take everything out of here. We don't need that dirt. Let's take everything that we do need. Move that up there for now, because I'm going to want this down here. We don't need that just yet either. Right, so the first thing is then, we're going to pop down 4 of those like so. We're then going to place in our inscribers. So we've got the logic press. Does it tell you which one's which? Yeah, the logic is the gold. You have to remember this as well. And then we've got the engineering press. So we've got logic, engineering, and calculation. The next thing that we definitely need to do is rotate these. So if we use this, we want to rotate it so they're all on the left. And we're going to rotate this one here as well. Right, the next thing that we're going to do then, we're going to take this quartz fibre. Now we want to place, where's the others? We want to place an export buzz on here, here. We want to place a fibre on there. And then we want to place one of these on here. I also do want to put on a storage buzz right here. This will act like a buffer for any items that we're then going to put into this inscriber here. I am actually going to have to dig out a little more room just so I can definitely get around the back of here. And we're going to place this one on here, and in here we're going to put the inscriber press. Now we want is that right? Storage buzz. Here we're going to place one of these because we want this to export that finished product into here. Now on this back side we'll place down no. Take the storage buzzies and we're going to place those on the back of all of these, and we're also going to place one on there as well. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. I'm pretty sure that's right. Right, the next thing that we're going to want to place down then is, just trying to think, we're going to want another export buzz over here. So we're going to place one of those on there. Now in here you can see we only have the one space, but what we're going to want to put in here is going to be these printed circuit boards. So what we're going to want to do And bear with me 1 second, I'll be back in just a second. I'm just wondering about those at the back, because I believe I do need to set up a way so they know which one goes where. So I'll be back in just a second. Right, the YouTuber that I got this from is Sentinel H, and I have actually got it right. It's just me not paying attention to what I'm doing. So the first one then, as we said, we got the Logic Press. The Logic Press is the gold ones, so we're going to want, we're going to want one of these in there, and that'll tell you that that's what it can store in there. The next one along was the Engineer Processor, which is, I believe it comes from this one here. So click on here and one of those in there, and then we've got the end one over here, which is going to be this one here, the Calculation Processor. On the back of this one, we're going to want this to store the store redstone, and this one is going to be silicon. So this will be the silicon press. This will press the silicon. This one will take the redstone from the back, the pressed silicon over here, and in this one it will be, we need to upgrade this first. So if you place one of these capacities in, you can see we now get 5 slots instead of 1, and we're going to place that, that, or that, depending on which one we choose on the crafting process. Right, now the next thing that we want to do then, we do just want to connect all these up at the back. So place one there, one there, one there, and one there. Hopefully this can deal with these channels. Hopefully there isn't too many being pumped into it. This little bit here is like a separate channel all on its own, so we haven't got to worry about anything here. You also want to take another piece of quartz fibre and just connect that there onto that side itself. And is there anything else? Just trying to think, make sure we definitely got everything. Now I know we need to connect that up like so, or do we? Let me just check to see if I've got this correct again. I know this is gonna have a few cuts in it, but I believe this was already set up right though, so we'll place that in there, and we'll go 1, no, come on, 2, 3. And yeah, we are going to have to move that as well. I can't go there, so let's take that out of there, and we will place this, let's place it here for now. It doesn't really matter where we place it. Let's grab those again. Right, so let's place this here. You'll see it's now connected up still at the back. Again, we want this on here. Now I am going to need to actually come round the back of this as well. Trying to think what else we need on here now. Oh yeah, we want, so we've got those in there. We want to place one of those on here. The next thing we want to place is not an interface. Where are you? Oh yeah, it is. We need an interface, so we'll place an interface there, and we'll place a block interface there, like so. If we come round the back, the final export bus will go on here, and this export bus will export the finished products back into the system. So we'll take that, that, and that. Now place one of, no, that's going to break both sides. I can already see it happening. We need that on there. We'll place one of those there. Let's connect this up at the back and connect that up at the back here. Let's just connect it all up, and now let's go see if we can get the patterns sorted then. Where did you come from? sure that's not supposed to be doing it like that. Let me just quickly pause, have a look, see if I can sort out what's going on here. I'm pretty sure there is something I haven't done right. It's probably got to be this thing connecting on a single cable instead of being connected all into this, because it's just going to keep drawing everything into these. Yeah, it's going to keep drawing everything in, so I'll be back in just a sec. We're waiting. Now, it's been a lot longer than I planned that break, because I've had to go out and craft up even a few more of those just so we could get everything working. I think it was just running out of channels available. Still a little unsure on how all this applied energistic works, but it's just trial and error at the moment. As you can see, I've crafted up a few more of those 1K storage devices as well, because I made another one of the 1K crafting blocks for put in, so that's its own separate one just for the crafting recipes for these. I also crafted up another one, but I haven't actually had to use that one. Tell a lie, I do need to use that one and I forgot to put it back in. So yeah, I've also prettified the place up. I've put all the cable facades around there. Now I believe this is the one. I'd like that back, thank you. Where is my magnet? Boom, bang, got you. Right, so this crafting block. No. Ooh. Well, I didn't know you could turn it back into the 1K storage, but that's nice to know in case I did craft up too many. But yeah, I do want this one here, so we can set up the crafting for these. And now we just need to create the patterns. Right, so for the patterns then, basically what it will take then, we're going to have... right, so first of all we're going to take one of those. So one of those, let's get all these down. One silicon and one redstone will craft a logic processor. And let's get that one. So we've got the first one there. The next one is going to be the blue one, and we'll take that out of there, and this is going to make the engineering processor. And then the final one is going to be this one, which is going to craft us up the calculation processor. And now we'll take that. Now hopefully if I've got everything right, I should be able to throw these in here. 1, 2, 3. So those are now in there. Let's go see if we can get this to work now. Let's chuck all those back in there. Let's chuck those in there for now. We're pretty much done with the rest of this. Chuck those facades in there, and I think I will pop that in here. There we go. Right, so if I come down to this crafting terminal and do circuit, no, they're not showing. Why? Why? Because it's a processor, you idiot. Right, so let's take those out of there first. So we've got these, let's say craft 3 of those. Start. And have a look down here. We should be able to see, yeah, we can see the process taking form there. And it's gone. Brilliant. So that is working, that's working splendid as well. And that should be the same for the others as well. Processor. So let's say we'll craft 3 of those. Start that one and craft 3 of those. Start that one. Yes, we can actually now put down multiple ones. So let's see about the circuits as well. We'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that. Let's say craft 3 of those, see if we can... Why won't it let me... So there was a process currently running at the time, and that's just finished. So yeah, that one is still a little strange, but we do know now that we've got all those systems automated, and now we can constantly automate the process of making those processes. So let's have a look on the processes. Yep, we've got 4, 2, so we're still waiting for another one there. There we go, 3, and there should be one more because I had one on me that I've put back in. See that turn to 4 today. Are we going to get the 4? I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go away, I'm going to come back, and it's going to be done. No? What the hell is going on down here? Or did we only ask to craft 2? Yeah, all the crafting is finished. Let's go have another check then just to see if another one has shown up in there. See if it's working fine. If not, I'm pretty sure what I've done is I've probably just crafted 2 by accident. So let's just say 4. Pure citrus quartz we're now out of, so chuck that back in there for now. I'm going to need to craft up some pure citrus quartz, so we want no, come on, thank you. We're going to want these. Which one's that? Nether quartz. We don't want that. We want the citrus quartz, and we also want some sand. Brilliant. Let's go get these crushed up. Just chuck those in the macerator. This is alright up here. This is easily automated. We've got this one working fine, so I'm not really too worried about that. That can stay where it is. In all fairness, I could easily automate this. I could just automate a system that could chuck in the normal ones and just pull out the other citrus quartz. I'd have to have a look into that just to see about that. It might just be something simple I can do off cam in between episodes. Right, is that nearly done? No, it's still going through. Let's take 28 for now. Put those there and those there. We get 2 per time, so that's not a problem. And if I chuck all of those in there, how fast do they take? You can see the crystals actually growing. That's quite cool. They started off a lot smaller when we first dropped them in. They should change size again soon to slightly larger, maybe. You can hear the diesel generator kicking in and out in the background over there. Why does it seem like that ain't working? Oh no, they've just grown again in size. Yeah, we'll come back across in a second to get those pure citrus quartz. I'm not really too fussed about automating that system either, because as you can see, it doesn't take long just to craft up some anyway and chuck them straight in. That's finished upstairs, I can tell. Don't know why I'm getting such a high amount of noise from all this. I think I am going to go back in the config files very shortly and just switch the sound off completely, because I don't really need the sound. 36 by 36, brilliant. We've got more than a stack there. Let's see how these ones have done. They're still processing. So let's chuck in those ones and just leave those in there until they're all done. Now we should find it much easier to craft up certain items from this mod. So let's go back to applied energetics. I believe I did put at a what the hell is going on? Try again. Right, so if we wanted to craft up, we've got a few of the 1k. Where is the 4k ones? Where's the 4? There we go. So the 4k takes 3 of the 1k plus a calculation processor. We can now just craft those up pretty easily, and we've just run out of those, but we need that pure citrus quartz, so we're still waiting on that. Will it be? What the hell is going on down here? I have no idea what's going on with that. I'm not really prepared to mess about with it. It's starting to get on my nerves. Things just keep happening today to me. I'm not really having that much luck. Right, so we've got the 4k. I believe there is a next stage up. There we go, the 16k. We can now craft those pretty easily. We only got 1 out of that. And then the 64k takes another one of those processors and 3 of those, so we'll need to craft up a few more of those. But now that is going to make it far easier to get all the items that are required. We can just automate a lot of these processes. Oh, that's perfectly fine. Right, now that is going to do it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, please feel free to leave a like, and if you'd like to see more upcoming videos from myself, then also please feel free to subscribe. Also, if you'd like to share any of my videos and get the word out there, get my channel expanding, then please by all means be my guest. But other than that, thank you and goodbye.